For those of you who are not using accounting software like QuickBooks and are still looking for some way to try to automate the label writing process, this would be the method that I would use. And this is using an Excel spreadsheet. You could probably also even use a Google Docs sheet. I haven't tried that yet, but maybe I'll give that a shot later. Anyway, I'm using the latest version of Excel. This is the one where you sort of pay the monthly membership. And all you really need to do to set it up, I mean, it is a spreadsheet, but all we're going to be doing is a little bit of data entry. And so here's the template. You want to have customer name, item name, memo, quantity, units, and max units per carton set up in that order. And we can either take our orders onto a call sheet just by hand, or we could take the orders right into this Excel spreadsheet. And so let's imagine that a customer is ordering. So we have customer 1 who is placing an order. And for the first item, they're going to want some cabbage. And for the memo, we'll say that they wanted red cabbage. The quantity of cabbage that they've ordered is a pretty good order, 200 pounds. So we'll do right there, pounds. And we pack our cabbage into 40-pound cases. So we'll do 40 pounds total. That's the maximum units per carton. And what will happen here is we'll print 5 labels, each reading 40 pounds of red cabbage for that order. And then come down to the next item and we'll say they've ordered some mesclun, no memo needed. That's descriptive enough. Maybe they wanted 10 cases there, so CS for case. And again, I don't want to type out the word case or if it was bunches, anything too long like that. I want to keep this short, so something that people can read quickly and see quickly. And the reason is that we don't want a line of information to get too long so that it's running off the edge of the label. So for mesclun, we'll do case, 10 cases. We do 2 units per carton. Again, that will be 5 labels total, each saying 2 cases mesclun. And the next item we're going to order, we'll say they want a little cilantro. No memo needed there. 144 bunches, and we pack those 24 to a case. And we'll say some radish. How about some French radish? And we'll do 96 bunches there. And that again is 24 to a 1 1/9 carton. The next item will be some, let's say some fennel. And we don't need any memos for that. And they just wanted 12 each of the fennel, and we can pack up to 24 in a carton, so that will just print one label saying 12 each fennel. And so once you've got the order finished for this customer, you want to highlight the field with the customer's name and then come down so that we've highlighted all these empty cells next to everything that they've ordered. And I'm just going to press Control D. That fills down. I think the other way you would do that is if you went like this, highlighted customer 1, and then highlighted down here next to the orders, right click, and is there a way that I can insert? Maybe is the way to do it. Actually, I don't know. There was a way to right click on that in older versions of Excel. I'm not quite sure how to do it any longer, but I'm pretty sure that on both Mac and Windows, Control D will fill down those cells. Okay, so we have customer 1 ordered cabbage, customer 1 ordered mesclun, customer 1 ... fennel, and we're ready to take the next order. So we want to do customer 2, and just to make this easy, let's say they ordered the exact same thing. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there, and they, in addition to everything, they've also ordered some delicata. And we want to say maybe they had 6 cases, and we do 1 case at a time of delicata. So this will print out the 6 labels. Highlight customer 2 and drag down next to all of the items that they've ordered, and then again Control D. And so let's do a few more orders. Let's say customer 3 here. Control D, and for this 4th customer, we want to say that they went really big. They ordered 20 cases of mesclun, and maybe they ordered 20 cases of arugula. And that's again packed 2 cases per carton. So we'll go down here. Okay, so at this point we really have only 4 customers who have placed an order, and they've only ordered a handful of items each. But these labels are starting to add up, and just to show you how many labels you'd have to handwrite from just this small order, let's go ahead and take the quantity and divide it by the max units per carton. So there you go, we have 5 labels we're printing from this one order line. And again, if I control D down here in this column, that's going to copy that equation line by line over and over. So I'm going to control D down there. And this is totals of all the labels we'd be printing. Make a little total column, find the sum of all these. That's 115 handwritten labels. And so it would be nice to just automate that and have them print right out in one shot. You don't need this information to feed to the label printer. This is all you're going to need here. Customer name, item name, memo, quantity units, and max units per carton. The final step before we export this to the printer is pretty important. We have everything here arranged by customer at the moment, but when we get to the wash pack house, it'd be nice to have all of these grouped together by item, because somebody's going to be packing all the cabbage, somebody's going to be packing all the mesclun, cilantro will come next. That's typically how we do it when we're washing and packing. It's sort of item by item, and some of these are even at different stations. The mesclun is washed differently than the cilantro. So in order to get these grouped together when we print the labels, I am going to sort these alphabetically. And the way that I want to do that is if I right click, it'll give me the option to sort. And if I sort A to Z, I think it's going to want to just sort these customers. So let me try that actually. Sort A to Z. Does something unexpected. What we really want to do is when we go to sort, I want to come down to custom sort. And that should open this window. And Excel knows that I'm making a table here. It's just smart enough to see that. So it sees that I have a table. Here's my header. It knows that I have a customer name, an item name, a memo. And if I drill into this sort by customer name column, I can see that there's also a choice for item name column. So I want to alphabetize A to Z my item name column. Let's see what happens when I do that. Great, so now I have arugula, all the cabbage is bunched together, all of our cilantro is bunched together, all the mesclun labels will print out together. That's great, that's how we want to see it in the wash house, and that will make it easy for us to do our packing job. And you know, when you're handwriting labels, sometimes this is a little tricky to do. I don't know if your call sheets turn into as big of a mess as ours do, but it's nice to have them all grouped that way. And then from here we can, let's go to File, and I'm going to see if I can export it from here. No, so we're going to go to File, Save As, and we're going to save it on the desktop, and we want to save it as a tab delimited text file. So you'll choose that, just a .txt tab delimited text file. And I like to give them the date today, so today is the 30th, and make sure the file extension you have is .txt. I'm going to see what happens if I don't add that. See if it puts that on for me. 1230 already exists. You want to replace it? Yeah, let's replace it. Save it to the selected file format. Let's continue and see what happens. So that should work. And if I open my text file now, you'll see that I have customer 4, arugula. It's got, well, that looks like it's in the memo column because there was no memo for arugula, but 20 cases at 2 max per carton. So there's my text file, and I'll be able to print labels from there.